Hello and welcome back everyone. So today it's another theory, and unlike the last theory on Lucy, this one is actually made by myself, but that is not to say I'm the only one who's thought of this. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. In the latest chapter of Fairy Tail, we got to see Lucy attempt and restore the missing writing in the book of E.N.D, and ultimately something happened that we didn't quite see coming, and that was of course the fact that Lucy ended up in some kind of paralyzed state, as we see these vein looking marks on her body as well as her eyes turning pale. There's been so much talk about this in the Fairy Tail community. One theory was of course that Lucy is cursed by Angstrom, but that is not what we're going to be discussing today. What we're going to talk about today is actually something very different. Is it possible that Lucy has somehow, and most likely unintentionally, made the book of E.N.D change its body link from Zeref to Lucy? While this would seem like a crazy thought, I don't mean to say that she's in full control of the book of E.N.D. I'm specifically talking about her becoming the new link with Natsu. It's still Zeref's book at the end of the day. After all, Lucy only rewrote a very tiny amount of writing, so to think she'd be in absolute control over the book would be nothing short of crazy, but she could absolutely be the new embodiment for Natsu, so to speak. Meaning that unlike before, when if Zeref dies, so does Natsu, now it will be the case that if Lucy dies, so does Natsu. Meaning that Lucy's life will be a lot more important to what remains in the plot. I mean, she's always been important, but now it puts a lot more tension on her, seeing as she's also responsible for Natsu's life. And I think everyone agrees with me when I say that Natsu needs to be part of the final fight in Fairy Tail. He's the main protagonist after all. While Lucy shares that position in some ways, when it comes to fighting, Natsu is certainly the one that everyone looks to for an epic showdown. Of course, Natsu will need a major power-up to stand up to both Zeref and Acnologia, so I'm pretty confident that we're going to see some kind of power-up, E.N.D most likely in some shape or form, especially if the book of E.N.D is being meddled with at this point in the story. And once Zeref realizes that Lucy is the new link, she's most likely going to be in grave danger, because once they understand that E.N.D is going to be a huge problem, they will want to take him out in the easiest way possible, which is actually by killing Lucy. And that's not exactly hard for someone like Acnologia or Zeref, but naturally that would mean that Natsu has to protect Lucy, probably among the rest of Fairy Tail, even if they're going to seem like insects by comparison. Let's go away from the present for a while and let's look to the future about a scenario like this. While this wouldn't be something that we'd seen in the manga or the anime most likely, it's an idea to consider. If Lucy is linked to Natsu and they do in fact end up hooking up, well, we'd have the best happy ending between the two of them imaginable. Because Natsu as a demon is most likely immortal, much like the Tartarus demons, and won't die from age, and once Lucy dies from old age, Natsu will join her in death through that body link. So yeah, I think that the body link being what's happening is a lot more likely than her being cursed. I won't go into why in this video, as I have a separate video on that, so for those who've not seen it, well, now you know. Well, that will be it for today's video. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and as always, if you did, please like this video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new to my channel. This has been your favorite host Perm, and I will see you soon.